they decide to get married. But it's not always so wonderful if you're not invited. So flashback. My brother and his friend Jake are having a concert in a hotel. My buddy Chris and I, we decide to tag along. And after a few drinks after the show, we notice some really interesting activity in the venue behind us. A wedding's going on. And we think, oh, why not? So we immediately plan our battle strategy. We take a look in, bride and groom, they're eating their dinner, the immediate family's right up front. In the back, at the bar, all those drunkards who clearly feel super awkward. That's our target. So we sneak in and we have come up with clever secret identities. I'm Steve, I'm a movie producer, they're my actors. Why you need secret identities when you don't know anyone there, I'm not really quite sure, but it seemed really exciting at the time. And so immediately this dilemma begins. At what point do you say, I've asked for too much, let me throw in the towel, I'm good enough and let me head home? Or do I keep pushing the envelope? So we're there, we're drinking beers, we're having a good time being like, it's not our money. And then a waiter comes by who saw my brother and Jake at the show and says, are you guys crashing this wedding? And immediately, all the people in the bar, no matter how awkward or sad they were with their love life, they looked and we were not welcome. And so our strategy comes, do we back away or go for it? There's only one place open, the front table. So 4 of us, we book it right to the front table in front of the bride and groom, and they're serving cake and coffee, and we go for it. And then people start coming, grabbing their purses, asking if we can take pictures, and we're like, oh, we're fitting in perfectly. And then we realize that's their subtle hint to get out. And as we continue to look around, everyone's looking. And so, do we stop, call it quits, or keep going? I grab Jake and we go to the only place where there's no one left, except one old guy who's sort of doing that dance where he doesn't really move his hips, he just sort of wiggles his elbows, and we go into the dance floor. And the music's starting to end, and we hope for a song where no one will notice us. We hope no one will pay attention. And then the Thriller comes on. And so we're giving our best zombie dances, and it's just everyone's looking at us. And then the moment of truth. The bride and groom come over, and they start flashing pictures of us, and they want us to join. We start grabbing people from the audience, and they want to dance, and it's like, let's get everyone who's nearby to dance with us. It was like something out of a Disney Channel movie. And then, all of a sudden, it ends, and we're like, oh, good enough, we can head home. And then we see this surly old man who's sitting at the nearby bar by the exit. Not the previous bar we had entered. He was the bride's father. And so, God bless my brother, he is just so much more cautious than I am. Previous month, his job was moving me in and out of trains, and my job was trying to dart people's shoes from my vomit from drinking too much wine. And so I don't say anything, I freeze. And my brother just says, it was an honor to be here. And the man responds, an honor, an honor. It was an honor to have you here. I'm a deeply flawed person, but I would like to think that at my daughter's wedding, I'd at least be a little angry if someone crashed their wedding or was the best act. And so, he invites us in our limo, and we go in. And at this part, our identities start falling apart because you can't really remember your name or the name you had come up with or who your friend was and what your brother's name was or if your brother really was your friend in this scenario. And then we get at the bar and people start buying us drinks like, this is too much, this is too much. And then one of the bridesmaids comes over. And for some reason she thinks we're in a band. So either our secret identity is working so well that we've confused them or everyone's been drinking a lot more than I thought. So I do what I know. I'm from New York. Granted, upstate New York. And I do what I know best. I invite her to the Burger King drive-thru and you can get some mozzarella sticks and one of those little triangles of cheesecake that tastes more like butter. And I bring her back to my room. And then I think, am I going to be successful? Do I keep pushing it? And then I see the father again. And he's already bought me drinks, and I flash back, and I'm like, previous interaction with the police, me being in my underwear outside of a college dorm, drinking too much, then in the emergency room, pull out my IV and walk home. Second interaction, same college, trying to get into a door where, with the girl I was courting, and some friends see us sneak in, so they call the police. And this was a year after I graduated. And so I see him looking upset, and I step back. And I decide to head home with my friends. And so, you know, in a world of Facebook and social media where I feel like there's so much attention and not enough real risk-taking, even though sometimes it can be juvenile or sometimes you like step on someone's feet, I sometimes think like pushing the envelope, it can be a good thing. Thank you.